Well, ladies and gentlemen, just because the Ford EcoBoost 400 at Homestead Miami Speedway is over doesn't mean the season's over. Well, the season's over as far as earning points are concerned, but we still have one race to go, and it's the running of the Suzuka Thunder 100 here at Suzuka Speedway in Suzuka, Japan, the only international stop on the tour for the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Suzuka Thunder 100 is, for those of you who are rookies in this field, this is a this track only holds 26 cars, which I think is really dumb because it's a road course, but this is a very short road course at 1.39 miles. But then, yet again, Dover holds 41, the Dover I use. But anyway, this track only holds 26 cars here, so to make this a fair race, obviously, we'll have two qualifying race heats and a main event. Now, for those here, and since this is a non-points race, I can actually do that. So anyway, in the qualifying heats, the top 10 cars from each heat will transfer into the Suzuka Thunder 100. So that way you'll have 20 cars for the main event, which will be 20 laps. The qualifying heats will be 10 laps per heat. So for heat number 1, here we got right here, which will be the start. We'll do the starting line right here in a second. That's what's going to make up this very event. So here we go. The starting line for today's running of the Suzuka Thunder 100, the first qualifying heat, will be Trent Dunham on the pole for the number 1 Pennzoil Chevrolet, the newly crowned champion of this series. He'll be alongside Dylan Young in car 2, the Miller Lite Ford. Second row has Cole Beaver in the 1999 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet Monte Carlo, and beside him will be Kyle Matthews, number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. Oh, so close to his first championship this season, but he'll be trying again next season. Third row will be Dalton Day, car 20 of the Home Depot Pontiac, and Dylan Poteet, car 22, the Caterpillar Chevrolet. Or Caterpillar Pontiac, excuse me. Next row down has car number 90 as car 24, Kev Shearer in the DuPont Chevrolet. He also in the 1999 Monte Carlo. And next row, alongside of him will be car 36, Jesse Turner in the M&M's Ford. Next row down has Joshua Osborne, car 42, the Bell Southern Melody Chevrolet, and the first ever Suzuka Thunder 100 champion. It's Joshua Cullard. He's in the retro petty blue paint scheme, the all petty blue car. Next row down has Seth Cullen, car 44, the Georgia Pacific Paper Sparkle Dodge. He'll be alongside Charles Sanford, car 60, the Power Team Chevrolet. Next row down has John Arndt, car 71, the Team Realtree Chevrolet, and beside him will be Keith Batson, car 88, the Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Taurus. Next row down has Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford. She's the defending champion of the Suzuka Thunder 100. She'll be alongside car 99, the XFRS SKF Ford of Levi McIntyre. Next row down has Johnny Gardner, car 20 of the Texaco Haviland Ford, and beside him Dougie Shears, Super Shears, in the number 55 Square D Chevrolet. Then it's Andrew Perry in car 33, the Skull Chevrolet, and beside him will be Kat Tellier in car 10, the Tide Ford. She's the season rookie of the year. Season 17 is rookie of the year, I should say. And then the starting shotgun in the field will be Mike Becker in number 45, the Sprint PCS Dodge. So the field, excuse me, the field in a standstill for now at the moment here, but here in a minute they will give the command to fire the engines. And what a season we really did have in the Castrol GTX Cup Series this season. Obviously, here an exciting finale we had at exciting last few races we had actually, but still, So this will be the last race we'll be running with the Cup 2000 mod for now, at least. So we'll be going to the Aero 88 mod next season with the 1987 car set. Here, starting with, of course, the season opening Daytona 500. So all that's here, and of course, also for the Melly Yellow Racing Series, we'll have the PW GNS mod, and for the Advocare Truck Series, we'll be moving to the NNSCRA. We'll be running the CWS 15 mod.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Command's giving the party engines, and it sounded like Richard Petty doing the command. How about that? So anyway, And so, as I said, the Advocare Truck Series will be moving to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel next season, I should say, too. And we'll be using the CWS 15 mod for that series next season. So the first qualifying heat's about to get underway for the Suzuka Thunder 100 here as the field comes off corner number 4, I think that's corner number 8, I believe. And the green flag's out, and we are underway in the first qualifying heat. Kyle Matthews goes inside of Dylan Young already for second position as Trent Dunham will lead the field down. And 3 wide racing we see right here in the turn. That is very, very risky on a track like this. And while Matthews and Young both gets off the course here, and problems in the turn already. Kyle Matthews, Cab Shearer, Joshua Osborne, Jesse Turner spun. We saw damage to Keith Batson's car. Cole Devers in the crash. And some of these drivers had high hopes for this event. Dylan Young, the number 2 car, he started second in this field here. Was in a battle with Kyle Matthews for position. As the first caution flies in this heat here, and that's allowed some of the back of the pack starters to move up. As we watch it again in replay, you see right here, Kyle Matthews and Dylan Young get off the course just a little bit. Now, the far chase view never fails us, so let's look at. Let's see. Matthews thought he was clear of Dylan Young, then Matthews goes back up the track. Young goes into Cole Deaver in the number 3 car. On into the wall goes Cole. Joshua Osborne takes Cab Shearer for a spin. Charles Sanford is involved, so is the 36 of Jesse Turner. Matthews gets back up and going. Yeah, Levi McIntyre's involved. Damage to the Joshua Osborne car. On several drivers had high hopes to make it into the main event for this season and on. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see this right there. Cab Shearer actually tapped Jesse Turner's car, and I said 3 rounds was a risky move here at Suzuka, and it looked to me like Shearer got a little help from, or it looks to me like Turner got a little help from Joshua Collard in 43. Turner comes right back and hits Shearer's car, and Osborne rear ends Shearer. Osborne just had nobody in front of him, and Shearer goes right smack in front of him, and sometimes element of surprise is all I can say on a road course like this. Element of surprise is all I can say on a road course like this. And good timing, too, because we're already getting back to green flag racing. Did I mention the pace laps were short here, too? Anyway, Trent Dunham leads the field down. His buddy Dylan Poteet's in second position. Third position is right now is Dalton Day. Fourth is Joshua Collard. Kyle Matthews only drops to 5th position. John Arson 6th. Jessica Shelton 7th. 8th is Seth Cole. 9th, Johnny Gardner. And Charles Sanford right now would have the last transfer spot in the 10th position. Off the final corner they come here. Here comes Dylan Poteet going for the lead on Trent Dunham. Here in this qualifying heat as they go on the start-finish line. Poteet will duck back in behind Dunham. Dalton Day right now runs in 3rd position. 4th is Joshua Collard. Here comes Kyle Matthews going inside now of John Arbor position right there. That's for the 5th spot. And dogging them's Jessica Shelton in number 94. On board Jessica Shelton's car. Side by side between John Arndt and Kyle Matthews. That's a really battle we got going on right here. Either way, 5th or 6th will transfer into the main event here. Charles Samper's already moved his way up to the field in 8th position right now after restarting in 10th position. Seth Cole's now on the bubble in 44. Oh, and Gardner and Seth Cole leaning on each other a bit right there through the turn. And Seth Cole gets off the course here. Here comes Keith Batson and... Here comes Keith Batson to the inside. Batson, I think, is going to get 10th position. I think maybe. And he will get 10th. So that knocks Seth Cole right out of the main event for now. And now you got 2 of the Yates cars in the top 10 right now. Gardner and Batson, whom you are riding with right now. Keith Batson at number 88. A 2-time winner this season in the Castrol GTX Cup Series in the season 17. And somebody's off the course. That was Kyle Matthews, and he loses the spot to Jessica Shelton. That's for 6th place. And we already got 4 laps to go in this qualifying heat for now here as Trent Dunham still leads the field. And here comes Kyle Matthews back to the inside of Shelton for position. And boy, they're having a great battle going on here. Shelton, Matthews, and Sanford going at it. Whoa, Matthews and Shelton training a little paint right there through that turn part of the corner. You're riding with Jessica Shelton again. She falls back in behind Matthews for the moment right here. And here comes Charles Sanford to the inside. And number 60, he'll take position away. And now Sanford and Matthews getting ready to go toe-to-toe here. Sanford pulls ahead. He's got that. And going into turn number 1 at 180 miles per hour here at Suzuka, Japan. So that's pretty stout. And it'll battle for the lead. Trent Dunham versus Dylan Poteet. And Poteet shoves Dunham off the track. Dylan Poteet will take the lead. And then we are coming to the white flag this time by here, and this is here in the first qualifying heat for the Suzuka Thunder 100. And right now, the last transfer spot right now going to Levi McIntyre at the moment in 99. As they come off the last turn here, Dylan Poteet sees the white flag. Now what's Trent Dunham going to do to try to win this heat? Joshua Card was at the 3rd, Dalton Day 4th, and John Arndt running in 5th position. 3, 4, and 5 will transfer into the field as well for sure, but let's see how far back. Yeah, 11's not that far back. That's Kev Shearer. He's not that far back of McIntyre for that last transfer spot. As they come down to the turn here, Poteet keeping it straight and strong at the moment, but Trent Dunham dogging them right now for that as they go into the last corner. Dunham dives to the inside lane. Poteet slits up the track here. Dunham takes a peek to the inside lane. Let's see what happens. Come up on the front stretch. Dunham just staying behind Poteet, but Poteet will do it. Dylan Poteet wins the first qualifying heat for the Suzuka Thunder 100. Trent Dunham will go 2nd. 3rd will go Joshua Collard. Dalton Day 4th. 5th is John Arndt. 6th is Charles Samper. 7th, Kyle Matthews. 8th, Jessica Shelton. Keith Batson will finish 9th. And the last transfer spot will go to Levi McIntyre. He will finish in 10th. And he has the last transfer spot into the Suzuka Thunder 100 from the first qualifying heat. So there it is. So Dylan Poteet gets the win in the Suzuka Thunder 100. Oh, and Kev Shear hits the end of the pit wall. Okay, let's take a look at that again in slow-mo. Apparently, Shear took it too wide right there, and I'm sure showing frustration from missing out making it to the main event by one position, and pretty much says screw you to this car. So yeah. So the rest of the finishers here. So the rest of the finishers will be. Kev Sheeran 11th, 12th Dylan Young, 13th Seth Cole, Johnny Gardner 14th, Joshua Osborne 15th, Jesse Turner 16th, 17th will go to Mike Becker, Kat Tellier, Andrew Perry, Dougie Shears, and Cole Devers. That's the last finishers into the Suzuka Thunder 100. And so with all that said here, we'll take you into the second qualifying heat, and we'll be right back. Back at Suzuka Raceway in Suzuka, Japan, as we are set for the second qualifying heat for the Suzuka Thunder 100, as we have 10 cars in already, and 10 more are left to be decided to who makes it into the main event and who doesn't. Dadgum allergies. Anyway, so we're set for the second qualifying heat for 10 laps here, as we have 10 cars in, 10 cars out, and I think I already said that already. Anyway, so let's see what happens here in the second heat, and here's the starting for today's running event. For today's running at the second qualifying heat, I should say. On the pole, it's Daniel Olson, car number 29, the Goodwrench Chevrolet. He's on the pole. Beside him will be car 18, Andrew Davis in the Interstate Batteries Pontiac, car number 18. Second row is Chelsea Bowles in car 26, the Discover car Ford, and she'll be alongside the number 19 Dodge Dealers Dodge of Joshua Sakuli. Third row is Zachary Fitzwater in car 97, the John Deere Ford, and the number 7 Sirius XM Satellite Radio Dodge of Matt McIntyre. Next row down has Ryan George in car 25, the Michael Holligan Chevrolet, and the number 02 Alltel Ford of JT Bryant. Next row down has Jason Haywood in car 17, the DeWalt Tools Ford, and beside him will be Matt Haas in car 8, the Budweiser Chevrolet. Next row down has Benjamin Miles in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6, and beside him will be car number 01, the single wireless Dodge of Emmanuel Hartnett, the Daytona 500 champion from 17th season. Next row down has Chris Dodd in car 15, the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet, and beside him will be car 21, the Citgo Ford of Quentin Moore. Next row down has Carson Gum in car 23, the Winston Noble Ford, and beside him will be car 41, of Zach Flickinger in the Indy Target Dodge. Next row down, Becca Tellier in car 12, the Mobile One Ford, and Jonathan Zorlin in car 18, the Lowe's Chevrolet. Then another Lowe's Chevrolet, it's Michael Turner in the number 31 car. Beside him will be Jordan Anderson, car number 66, the 66 Jeans Big Kmart Ford. So that's the starting for the second qualifying heat for the Suzuka Thunder 100, as we're set to go to see who will be the last 10 cars that will make it into the field. And so we make it yeah. First 10 cars we said that were transferred into the event were Trent Dunham, Kyle Matthews, Charles Samper, Dylan Poteet, Levi McIntyre, Joshua Collard, Jessica Shelton, Dalton Day, Keith Batson, and John Arndt were the 10 cars that transferred from the first qualifying heat.
Start your engines!
From the first qualifying heat, as the commands begin to fire the engines. And so we'll see, like I said, who the second 10 will be after this event. So 10 laps we'll settle this heat, and then we'll have 20 for the main event in the Suzuka Thunder 100. Andrew Davis and Daniel Olson will lead him down. Daniel Olson's the pole sitter for the event, or for the second heat. As the field comes off corner number 8, as the green flag will wave, and we are in the second qualifying heat is on. Daniel Olson gets a great jump on the field here as they come down through the turn. Andrew Davis will go to second position. Chelsea Bowles is going to try for the number 2 spot on Davis. They come down through the turn, but Davis has the preferred groove, and somebody spins, looks like. Nope, I thought somebody spun. Let's see here. Some of the cars got off course just a little bit here, but everybody's keeping it clean at the moment. As they come off the final turn, there's Ryan George as he tries to move his way through the field. 9th position is where he's at right now. That's where that will transfer him for the moment. But right now, Daniel Olson's got them all in his rearview mirror in the number 29 Goodwrench Service Chevrolet. That is the 2002 Goodwrench scheme that he's driving, by the way, too. And he right now has a substantial lead right now of 1.6 seconds on Andrew Davis, who's in second position. Third is Chelsea Bowles. Fourth is Matt McIntyre. Fifth right now is Joshua Sakuli. Going sixth is Matt Haas. Seventh is Ryan George. Eighth position right now is Emmanuel Hartnett. 10th position is Quentin Moore. Or excuse me, 9th's Quentin Moore. In 10th position right now is Jonathan Zorlin in 48. As said, so far everybody's keeping it clean at the moment here in this 10 lapper here. As you see, Benjamin Miles and Jason Haywood going for position right now. That's for the, I believe that's for 12th spot. I believe is where they're going for. Benjamin Miles goes inside of Haywood, takes position away. So that's 12th position now for Miles. 13th is Haywood. 14th is Carson Gum. Then goes Michael Turner, Chris Dodd, Becca Tellier, Zach Fliginger, a little bit of damage to his number 41 Target Dodge. Zachary Fitzwater in 19th position, and 20th is JT Bryant. And boy, Daniel Olson just running away with this event there. He's already 3 3/4 of a second ahead of the second place car of Andrew Davis. Let's see if we can take a lap with him. See if we can take a lap around with him. He's pretty much in second gear throughout the entire course almost. And this 8th and 9th turns are very, very critical here at Suzuka as they come off the turn. Now also will mash the gas. 3rd gear. Slammer in the 4th gear right now, and the yellow flag's flown for the first time here, so up to about So that erases Daniel Olson's big lead he had, and I think it might have been for JT Bryant, who's the caution flags for. I see some rear damage to the number 02 Altel Ford. I see a couple of cars on pit road. Oh, Chris Dodd. Big damage to number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevy. Dodd was running in 15th. Dodd was actually running in 16th position when it all happened. And you see, I think he. Let's see what happened. He was in the battle with the 12 of Pekka Tellier in the Mobile One Ford. Dodd gets loose right there through the turn, and I think overcorrect the car. Goes through the kitty litter, and I think slams right into Flickinger's car, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Hard in the wall goes Chris Dodd. I mean, that was a heavy lick he took. Oh my goodness. Knocked the Napa know-how right out of that Chevrolet. That's for doggone sure. He's out of the race, and of course Zach Flickinger sitting on pit road. Obviously for an unscheduled pit stop. So that's going to take the two right out of contention for the whole thing, obviously. Well, Daniel Olson put off a heck of a start though on the start of the racer. He's going to have to try to do it again if he wants this big lead back that he just lost. It was about almost 4 seconds he had the lead by. And Andrew Davis is hoping to make sure that does not happen again in that number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet. He's in second position. Matt McIntyre's in third spot. Fourth right now going to Chelsea Bowles. Fifth is Sakuli. Sixth is Ryan George. Matt Haas seventh. Emmanuel Hartnett eighth. Ninth is Quentin Moore and Jordan Anderson right now is in 10th position. And battling for that spot with Benjamin Miles and Jonathan Zorn as the green flag race. We're back underway here with 3 laps to go in the second qualifying heat for the Suzuka Thunder 100. As we said, 66 is the last transfer spot right now. That's Jordan Anderson. And again, Daniel Olson gets a great start. Oh, and I heard somebody hit the wall hard. Oh, Zorlin, 48, he's crashed. Oh, and Ryan George, who is one of the transfer, who's in one of the transfer spots, he's out of the race and crashed. Oh, Ryan George had such a great run. Oh, and Emmanuel Hartnett, he had another transfer spot going on. So 2 of the drivers in the top 10 crash out of the race. Ryan George and Emmanuel Hartnett. And those two had real high hopes for this event here at Suzuka. Ryan George was about ready to take fifth away from Joshua Sakuli. And Sakuli, let's see. Ryan George goes inside. On, he takes Emmanuel Hartnett. On Matt Haas, another top 10 runner. He's crashed. Oh, and Matt Haas just actually got right into the undercarriage of Ryan George's car. I don't know what that was all about, but Ryan George almost flipped the car over. Matt Haas, Emmanuel Hartnett. Those 3 actually had top 10 runs going on. It looked like they're going to be transfers into the main event. Well, they aren't anymore now. Yep, I had a replay fail right here. Yeah. I had a replay fail right there anyway, but still. But that does end the Suzuka Thunder 100. So it does end the heat number 2, the Suzuka Thunder 100. Under caution flag here, and it's going to be Daniel Olson taking the checkered flag, winning the race. So Daniel Olson wins the second qualifying heat. And your top 10 transfers are going to be Daniel Olson, Andrew Davis, Matt McIntyre, Chelsea Bowles, Quentin Moore, Jordan Anderson, Benjamin Miles, Carson Gum, Jason Haywood, and Michael Turner will be your transfers into the Suzuka Thunder 100 main event. And like I said, you really got a feel for, as I said, for Ryan George, Emmanuel Hartnett, and Matt Haas. I mean, you really got a feel for that bunch, to be honest. So let's look again as to what happened to. Let's look at the crash and runner angle on what happened to Ryan George and all the rest of the gang. But anyway. Yep. Both Sakuli and George got off the course just a little bit right there. And Zorlin got turned right there by the 31 of Michael Turner. And Hartnett sends George up in the air. And the 8 car just pretty much stuck the Budweiser Chevrolet right underneath that Ryan George car. But that was a bad crash for those 3 cars. And Zorlin got knocked out of a possibility of a transfer spot himself. And actually, he got tapped by Carson Gum in 23, and then took Michael, and then right across the nose of Michael Turner's car. And gee whiz, Zorlin, hard hit for him too. So that completes the qualifying heats for the Suzuka Thunder 100 here. Daniel Olson's the race winner. We give you the top 10 transfers. Just missing out was Becca Tellier in 11th. 12th was JT Bryant. 13th, Zachary Fitzwater. Joshua Sakuli, 14th. 15th was Matt Haas. Ryan George, Emmanuel Hartnett, Jonathan Sorlin, Chris Dodd, and Zach Flickinger round out the field. So we have our 20 cars that will transfer into the Suzuka Thunder 100 main event. And so 20 cars will be the distance for that event. And for now, we'll be right back after this. Back at Suzuka Raceway in Suzuka, Japan. So it's time for the main event for the running of the Suzuka Thunder 100. And as the qualifying heats are done, the field is set for 20 cars and 20 laps to decide who wins the Suzuka Thunder 100 for season 17. As we said, it's a non-point season-ending exhibition, so it's all for shiznit and giggles, basically. So here we go. The starting line for today's running of the event. On the pole is Levi McIntyre in car 99, Exhibitors SKF Ford. They have qualified the qualified cars for this event. And alongside of him in car number 22, it's Dylan Poteet in the Caterpillar Chevrolet Caterpillar Pontiac car number 22. Second row has the defending Suzuka Thunder 100 champion, Jessica Shelton, number 94 to McDonald's Ford. She'll be alongside Dalton Day, car 20 the Home Depot Pontiac. Third row has 2 of the drivers that battled out for the season 17 championship. Trent Dunham, car number 1, the Pennzoil Chevrolet, the season 17 champion of the series. Beside him will be Kyle Matthews, car number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet. He'll be alongside. Next row down has Daniel Olson, who won the second qualifying heat. to make it into the Thunder 100 here. He's in the Goodwin Silver Chevrolet car 29. And beside him will be John Arndt, car 71, the Team Realtree Chevrolet. He's on the outside. Next row down has the inaugural Suzuka Thunder 100 champion, Joshua Collard, in car 43 of the STP Chevrolet, or STP Punt, excuse me. He'll be alongside Charles Sanford, car 60, the Power Team Chevrolet. Next row down has Keith Batson in car 88, the Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Taurus. He'll be alongside car number 18, the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet, or Interstate Batteries Pontiac, excuse me, of Andrew Davis. He's on the outside. Next row down, Carson Gum in car 23, the Winston Noble Ford, and the Discover Card Ford car 26 of Chelsea Bowles. Next row down has Quentin Moore in car 21, the Citgo Ford. Beside him will be car 17, the DeWalt Tools Chevrolet, or DeWalt Tools Ford of Jason Haywood. I don't know why I'm calling everything a Chevrolet, it seems like. Next row down has car 66, the Route 66 Jeans Big Kmart Ford of Jordan Anderson, and beside him, Benjamin Miles in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. And then the final starters of the field here, Michael Turner in car 31, the Lowe's Chevrolet, and Matt McIntyre in car number 7, the SiriusXM Satellite Ford Dodge. So, and we'd be remiss in saying, by the way, that Dylan Poteet was also the winner of a qualifying heat. He won the first qualifying heat for the Suzuka Thunder 100.
Drivers, start your engines!
The command's been given for the engines as we get set for racing here on this 1.39 mile road course of Suzuka, Japan. They will get a pace lap here going on here, and turn them loose here for 20 laps here. This track, as we saw in the first 2 qualifying heats, we have a few trouble spots here, so we'll definitely keep an eye out on that. So we've had 3. I think we had 3 Suzuka Thunder 100 so far. I think we had 3 of them. And 3 different winners here. And 3 different winners. Joshua Collard won the first time. Then Kyle Matthews, I believe, won it the second time. And then Jessica Shelton won it the third time. So we'll find out who will take this season 17 running of this Suzuka here for this season-ending exhibition here at Suzuka. As the field rounds through the last turn here, pace car ourselves on the pit road. The field being led in the hands of Levi McIntyre and Dylan Poteet, 2 of the veterans in the series, as the green flag waves and the Suzuka Thunder 100 is on. Three wide racing right there, and Dalton Day gets off the course just a little bit in the 20 car. And he and Trent Dunham has crashed already in that very first turn, and Dalton Day kind of ice skating on the kitty litter just a little bit. I don't know what the heck that's all about. And Andrew Davis in 18, he's crashed. So we said there's some trouble spots, and that didn't take long here. Dalton Day, Trent Dunham, and Andrew Davis have all crashed on the very first lap of this event. So Levi McIntyre led them all back to the start-finish line here as Andrew Davis got his car back underway, and doesn't look like his car's all that bad up. But let's first look at what happened between Trent Dunham and Dalton Day. Far Chase hasn't failed us, so let's look at what happened there. overhead view of Trent Dunham and Dalton Day, and it looks like Dalton got into a shoving match with Trent. Yep, and both of them end up right hard in the wall there. So, in some ways, Dalton kind of drove Trent into the wall. I don't know what happened. Actually, don't know what happened there, but. And here's what happened with Andrew Davis. He was in a battle with Keith Batson for position as they go down through the turn. All's well at this point until Andrew slams right into Keith's car, trying to run him off the course. Instead, throws Andrew's car out of control and into the wall. Hard he goes right there, just about like we saw in the second qualifying heat with Jonathan Zorlin. And apparently Andrew had more problems than that, though, because they counted him out of the race. So an unfortunate situation for Andrew Davis, and yeah, he's out of the race because of a crash here. Dalton Day and Trent Dunham, same way for them. They're out of the race because of the crash. So just about giving us a restart here. Levi McIntyre leads. Second is Dylan Poteet. Third is Kyle Matthews. Fourth is Jessica Shelton. Daniel Olson runs in fifth position. Sixth position is Charles Sanford. Seventh place I should say, is John Arndt. Then Joshua Collard, Keith Batson, and Chelsea Bowles, the top 10. Kyle Matthews looking to the inside of the 22 of Dylan Poteet as they go down to the turn. Side by side they go. Whoa, little trading paint on it. Oh, somebody else hit here. Another crash. And it's Matt McIntyre, number 7. He's crashed. Jordan Anderson's crashed. And Michael Turner has crashed in 31. I swear, are we ever going to get a green flag lap on this track? McIntyre's going to race back to the start-finish line. Battle for second between... Oh, that was close between Matthews and Shelton. And they gave it to Shelton by just a slight margin over Kyle Matthews. But, oh, that was... Well, 2 restarts and a start and a restart and 2 crashes. That's about the story of this event so far. And let's take a look at what happened to Matt McIntyre, number 7, that caused the second caution flag in the Suzuka Thunder 100. To go through the turn, and yep, Jason Haywood swung out and nailed McIntyre's car and sent him into the kitty litter and hard into the wall he goes. And meantime, Michael Turner, let's see what happened to him. He and Jordan Anderson got together in the 3166 car. So let's take a look. Let's look at another angle. And Quentin Moore got into Jordan Anderson's car, and then all the while Turner was just bulldozing Anderson's car, and then sent them both into the kitty litter, and that's how they got themselves into their mess. But Michael Turner drives away, and he's out of the race now. So Turner, Anderson, and Matt McIntyre are now out of the race themselves. So 6 cars out already, and we're not even 10 laps into the event, obviously. This keeps going like this. This main event might fly by quick. Anyway... I would kind of tend to think the less cars you got on the racetrack here, maybe the better this race may go. I don't know, but anyway. Levi McIntyre leads the race here. Second position is Jessica Shelton. Third is Kyle Matthews. Fourth is Daniel Olson. Fifth is Dylan Poteet. Then Charles Sanford, John Arndt, Keith Batson, Joshua Collard, and Chelsea Bowles, the top 10. As the green flag waves once again, we're back underway. Let's see if we can get a full green flag lap in here at Suzuka. And boy, Daniel Olson's got one fast hot rod. He goes inside of Kyle Matthews. We saw how strong Daniel Olson was in the second qualifying heat, where he dominated and won the event, but he gets off the course just a little bit and swings it wide. Oh, he and Matthews get off the course a little bit. Poteet goes down on the inside now, along with Charles Samper in the 60 car. Shelton gets a little wide. And Daniel Olson goes into the third position now in 29, but here comes Charles Samford to the inside in number 60. Let's see if he can make a run at it here. He's now beside Kyle Matthews for position. And into turn one at 186 miles an hour goes Charles Sanford. But Jessica Shelton right now giving chase on Levi McIntyre. You're on board Jessica Shelton's car. She's a defending champion this race from a season ago. McIntyre trying to win this Suzuka race for the first time. He is not necessarily known as a road racer himself. As they come down off the turn, they come. And Shelton goes into turn one at 186 miles an hour. In the turn number one, Daniel Olson rides third. Battle for fourth between Charles Samper and Kyle Matthews. That's fourth and fifth. Dylan Poteet running in sixth position. Seventh right now is John Arndt. Joshua Collard's eighth. Keith Batson running in ninth position in the car 88. And that's from Keith Batson's machine, car number 88, the Ford Quality Gear Service, Ford Credit Ford. Joshua Collard goes inside of Daniel Olson for position. Let's see how fast Batson takes the front stretch. About the same as everybody else, 186 going into turn number one. And Batson will push Joshua Collard ahead of John Arndt, or doesn't he push him ahead of John Arndt? and Batson spins along with John Arndt now. Oh my gosh. Keith Batson and John Arndt both crash into the wall, and I think they're still going on, but the yellow flag is flown for the third time here today. As Levi McIntyre leads Jessica Shelton back to the start-finish line. That was a battle for, I think, 9th and 10th when this all happened, and we were just riding with Keith Batson as well. Yeah, see there, John Arndt gets in a battle with into a match with Joshua Collard, and Collard goes up the track, taps Batson a bit, but then John Arndt comes back and hits Batson, spins them both around. On board Keith Batson's car, we were just riding with him. Batson, I'm sure, very, very frustrated. So Keith Batson drops to the 12th position, and meanwhile John Arndt sitting on pit road in car 71. So just past halfway home here in the Suzuka Thunder 100. Here we are 11 in the books and 9 laps to go here. Levi McIntyre, not known for his road racing prowess, but he does have the lead at the moment, with Jessica Shelton right now running in second position. Third is Daniel Olson. We've seen how strong this car is so far here in the 29 Goodwrench team. You know, he's in third position. Fourth is Kyle Matthews. Fifth is Charles Sanford. Sixth position right now is Dylan Poteet and Joshua Collard. Seventh. Eighth is Chelsea Bowles. Ninth position right now is Carson Gum. And 10th is Quentin Moore. And again, McIntyre gets a good start on the field there, but here comes Olson and Shelton. They're going at it right now. And oh my gosh, 3 wide. Shelton smack in the middle between Charles Sanford and Kyle Matthews for position. And oh my gosh. Matthews goes up the track here. Shelton loses the spot to both Olson and to Sanford both. Back on board Shelton, we saw 188 miles an hour to turn number 1. So Shelton driving like a woman possessed here as they go down through the first and second turns now. As Charles Sanford trying to figure a way around Daniel Olson so they can catch the 99 of Levi McIntyre, who has so far dominated this event. Olson slips up the track there a little bit. Here comes Charles Sanford to the inside lane in car 60 as they go side by side. Well, almost side by side. Sanford couldn't pull up beside him. Six laps to go here in the Suzuka Thunder 100. Now Shelton and Shelton's now in the clutches of Kyle Matthews in the 5 car. As those two battle it out here, Dylan Poteet and Joshua Collard getting a little closer to those two cars, and now Collard goes inside of Poteet for position. And the yellow flag is flown once again for the 4th time. And it's Chelsea Bowles crashes right into pit road in 26. So this happening with 5 laps to go in the event. And Chelsea Bowles trying to make us in time. She runs right into the kitty litter. And then just hits the 23 of Carson Gum, and hard in the wall goes Chelsea Bowles. Carson Gum doesn't hit anything, and he continues on, but now it's Chelsea Bowles in 26. Right into pit road and crash. You think that's scary in slow-mo? Watch it in real time. Replay fail. So disappointing in for Chelsea Bowles and at number 26 Discover Card team. So pace car herself on the pit road. Chelsea Bowles, the latest car out of the race here. Levi McIntyre leads. Charles Sanford second as the green flag about to wave here as we're here. 2 laps to go in the Suzuka Thunder 100. Will it be McIntyre? Will it be Sanford? Will it be Olsen? Who will it be? Charles Sanford closes up on Kyle Matthews. They go to, on Levi McIntyre as they go down through the first and second turns. I almost said Matthews is in the 5. Listen to me. Anyway, Sanford goes inside. Here he goes. Here he's on the back bumper of Levi McIntyre, and somebody, I heard somebody spin. Sounds like, and it was Jason Haywood in 17. It's crashed along with Benjamin Miles. They come off the last turn. Sanford up to the inside of Matthews for position. Charles Sanford takes the lead. I think here he comes inside of McIntyre. Charles Sanford out in front at the white flag. And the pace car has ducked off on the pit road. And pace car has ducked onto the racetrack. And if that's the case, Charles Sanford is going to be a winner of the Suzuka Thunder 100 over Levi McIntyre. In a thrilling move on the last lap of the race. Or last green flag lap, I should say, excuse me. Wow, what a move by the number 60 Power Team Chevrolet. Charles Sanford got the run on Levi McIntyre that he needed. And with a pace car in tow, they'll come down through the 8th and 9th corners, and that's going to be the race right here. Levi McIntyre is going to be second. Third will be Daniel Olsen. Fourth will be Jessica Shelton, and 5th position will go to Kyle Matthews. And there it is. Charles Sanford is going to be the winner of the Season 17 Suzuka Thunder 100. There's the checkered flag. A fine drive by the number 60 Power Team Chevrolet. Got to feel for Levi McIntyre, though, dominated the entire race and dominated the entire race and did not get the restart that he wanted. And that proved to be dire straits for Levi McIntyre and the team as Charles Sanford beats them both out as Charles Sanford beats him out at the Suzuka Thunder 100. He will win the race here today. The caution out, by the way, because of Jason Haywood in 17. There he is. And just like we've seen about nearly all day long, crashes on the restart. And here comes Quentin Moore inside of Jason Haywood for position here. That was for the 10th spot they were going for. Moore gets off the track. Haywood got wide right there. And then Carson Gum and Benjamin Miles got together. And then Haywood gets off the nose of Benjamin Miles' car. Meantime, Quentin Moore and Carson Gum spun. And they collect John Arndt with them as well in 71. All three of them into that wall hard. While Carson Gum spun and Quentin Moore got his car back together in got his car back going in 21. But anyway, so that's going to be the Suzuka Thunder 100 event here at Suzuka, Japan. Average speed of 84 miles an hour even. Charles Sanford is your winner of the race here today, as he wins the main event in Suzuka, Japan. Second will be Levi McIntyre. Third will be Daniel Olsen. Fourth will go to Jessica Shelton. Fifth place will go to Kyle Matthews. Joshua Collard 6th. Seventh was Dylan Poteet. Eighth position was Keith Batson. A great recovery for him from the crash he had earlier. Quentin Moore 9th. And Carson Gum will finish in 10th position. John Arndt will be 11th. Jason Haywood, the last car finisher, he'll finish a lap down in 12th position. Finish 2 laps down, I should say, in 12th position. Cars out of the race, and we had a ton for this event. Benjamin Miles, Chelsea Bowles, Matt McIntyre, Jordan Anderson, Michael Turner, Trent Dunham, Dalton Day, and Andrew Davis, all out because of crashes here at this event. So another exciting event at Suzuka Japan on the Suzuka Road Course, the Suzuka East Road Course, I should say, is where they're at. As far as the next season ending exhibition, I'm not sure we'll stick with Suzuka or we'll go to Twin Ring Motegi. I'm not so sure actually what we'll do there for this one. So we'll decide what's going to be the season ending exhibition next season. So anyway, so that's four Suzuka Thunder 100s in the books. Here, Joshua Card won it the first time. Kyle Matthews won it the second time. Jessica Shelton won it the third time, and Charles Sanford wins the fourth running of this event here on the Suzuka East Road Course in a great battle to the yellow and white flags with Levi McIntyre, who dominated this event but could not get the job done here. So that will do it here today at Suzuka Japan and the Suzuka Thunder 100. Congratulations again to Charles Sanford for winning the race here today. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You'll find everything on this channel here in our races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the YWC Wrestling, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for this channel. And be sure to check out Seth's series as well here, the Pizza Hut X Series and the NNSCRA Hershey's Cup Series. Be sure to check those races out as well. So for now, so until next season, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.